Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a timeline and fix some bad audio. I guess it's not a timeline, it's called it's a project. A timeline is what they call it in Adobe Premiere and the old versions of Final Cut. So you can create a new project clicking here, or again, under the File menu, New Project. And here's the keyboard shortcut. I'm going to go ahead and click here. A couple things. First of all, Untitled. We might want to call this Welcome to Dobson. Or let's do this, Best Stand-Ups. Since this isn't going to be the actual video per se, then I want to show you some custom settings here. I want to make sure that our video is set to 1080p at 2997. So choose custom, make sure it's 1080p. This will change automatically. Don't adjust anything here. Keep it 1920 by 1080. Don't worry about the audio. Leave audio okay. And then we're going to hit OK. And what that did is that creates this file right here. It looks like a little clapboard. And it opened up down here. So Best Stand-Ups is this. If I were to change that, then that shows. So always keep, if you think you're working on this and you see something different, go back and double click this. I'm going to rename that because I do want it to say Best Stand-Ups. And there we go. So that's how you start a project. The way you add video to a project is you scrub through. Now I'm going to lengthen this out a little bit. This shows how much of my clips I will see. So if I go to 1 minute, well actually let me go the other way, 10 seconds, you start to see proportionally that some clips are longer than others. So these must be really short clips, but this one, see how it's got a torn edge? That one goes clear to there. That's the whole clip here. The 2 seconds just represents how much each thumbnail is. You see how they're kind of divided? There's a line right there between here and here. That's roughly 2 seconds. So maybe this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, maybe 16 seconds. Let's find out. Okay, I click on it. It says it's about 15 seconds and 15 frames. So yeah, it's rule of thumb. Anyway, I also like to see where the audio is. When I edit, I like to see the waveform. So I click on here, I choose audio waveforms, then I can see when it was quiet, he wasn't talking right here, then he said something right there. And right here he was talking a lot. Oh, and that's probably the wind. All right. So you'll go through, and I'm not going to spend the time to find the good spots, but you'll click and drag over a spot. And if that's what you want, you drag it down here. Okay, now it looks really small, so I can make that look a little bit bigger here. I can drag, whoops, right about there. Now that doesn't change the length of it, it just changes what you can see. I might want another one here. Drag that there. Okay. Let's see, was someone else using a different microphone? Nope. All right, this guy's, yeah, I don't like how he's holding the microphone. Anyway, yeah, you don't want to have the cord in your hand like that. Let's look at this one. Because I know this microphone has problems with the audio, so I'm going to show you how to fix the audio there. And now I can't see all of my timeline, and it might be hard to sit here and stretch that to get it to fit. A really good shortcut with your, I say timeline, with your project, the active window, hold down the Shift key and type the letter Z. That'll make it all stretch out to fit. Now, I'm going to warn you, with this microphone, these are the long Sinal microphones, you're going to have an audio issue when you export. This microphone, it looks like the little ice cream cone, does not have the problem. Every time you use the Sinal, this one here, it has an issue. So what you need to do click on your clip, click on the inspector, click on audio, go to channel configuration, switch it from stereo to dual mono, then turn off channel 2, mono 2, leave it like that, and it's just fine. The issue with those is if you're not careful and you upload to YouTube, the two channels are 90 degrees, well, they're out of sync, and they will cancel each other out, a lot like noise canceling headphones. Anyway, remember, when you use these Sonal microphones, let me zoom into that so you can see what I'm talking about. Those long stick mics, just make sure you've got it set. You turn it from stereo to dual mono, and then turn off one of the channels. And that again, that's in the inspector, audio, channel configuration. If you can't see that, you may need to hit the show button.